Hello friends, so today we are going to start the practice to DP-900 Microsoft Azure Data Fundamental exam. So the first question is, when deploying an Azure storage account and you choose John Redundant Storage or ZRS, how many copies of your data does Azure keep? So our answer is 3. Please remember this one image I would like to explain that ZRS generally keep 3 different copy in different data center. Okay, so as per my experience in exam, generally they are asking this one question related to copying, how many replicated copy we are storing. So if we are discussing about the LRS or ZRS, generally 3 copies, and for GRS there are 6 copies. Please remember this one. Okay, the next one is, which of the following activities would be considered part of Azure Data Factory's control flow? So the control flow, just remember this word, control flow. So what happened in this control flow? So in control flow, either it is related to if condition, looping or filtering. So our answer here is a if condition. I would like to show you this image of data factory. So here you can see the control flow filtering is there. For each means the loop and if condition. Okay. So please remember these 3 options. The next question is, what is the concept of normalization when it comes to relational database? So in normalization, generally what happen, we are splitting our data table in relational database into multiple tables, and then we will create a relationship between them. So here the answer is the process of eliminating redundancy in data table by splitting large table up into several smaller table, establishing relationship between these tables and reducing the size of overall database. So our answer is this one. Just see this image. So here we are transferring our data into different mode. You see this is different table. So in single large table, we are splitting in multiple tables, and then after we will create a relationship between them to avoid any redundancies. So our answer is this one. The next one is, which of the following database model is optimized for the day-to-day operation of your company's business? So whenever they are asking day-to-day operation, so day-to-day means transactional operation. So if in your question, if there is option related to transactional, just consider that is our answer. If it is related to batch file, or maybe if you want to make the data in every hour, or that is related to operational only. Okay, so just remember this option, OLTP. Okay, the next question is, the SQL select statement is part of which group of SQL command? So generally this question is also I can see in many exam. So DML and DDL, you have to remember this one. What is the DML? DML means data manipulation language. So whenever we are doing anything which affect directly to the data stored in our database. So what condition, like if we execute select command, insert command, in update or delete, this all are affect our database. Okay. So these 4 options, just remember, anyone they can ask instead of select SQL select, they can ask SQL insert. Okay, so just remember the answer is data manipulation or DML language. Similarly, sometimes they are asking DDL, data definition language. So data definition language means something we need to define on database. Define means something we need to create or delete or alter or drop. Okay, not delete, truncate. Okay, so create, alter, truncate. These 4 command is related to DDL. Okay, the next question is, you have a SQL database server named SQL DB. Okay, please try to understand the question. We have one SQL server named SQL DB and 2 SQL database named DB1 and DB2. SQL DB has a server level firewall that allow IP addresses in the range of 123.123.123.20 to 123.123.123.255. This is server level, okay? 0 to 255. Just remember this one. And denied all other traffic. DB1 has a database level firewall rule that allow IP address in the range of 123.123.123.0 to 123.123.124.255. When a client using the IP address 123.123.125.255, just check this one. This IP address is range of database level. Okay, attempting to the accessing DB1, are they successful? So here that you see in server level IP range 0 to 255 only. So this IP is not part of the server level, but it is part of DB level firewall. So our answer is like yes, the connection will successful. Okay. The next question is you need a non-relational database store that support key value storage. Okay, so key value storage generally the table storage or Cosmos. We just remember this one. This needs to be the most cost effective. Okay, cost effective way for storing data in Azure as you are expecting the large volume of data that need to be stored, proceed, and clean up the before being migrated into another long-term data format. So initially we need to dump all the data base in a key value format somewhere in the Azure. And that one is cost effective. Okay, which non-relational data store do you recommend it? So here Azure Data Lake is a one term. Azure SQL DB it is or not an answer. So here we need to check only two answers: Azure Table Storage and Cosmos DB. These two are related to non-relational and they both are supporting key value storage. But Cosmos DB is a bit expensive, so our answer is Azure Table Storage. Okay, the next question is which type of file system does Azure Data Lake Storage tend to use? So here our answer is HDFC, Hadoop Distributed File System. The next question is you have a production application that reads and write to an Azure SQL database around 100 times per second. Occasionally you get an exception inside your application. The server is 40501. The server is currently busy. Okay, so something is related to server is busy. What is the likely cause of the type of error and what is the mitigation for that? Okay, so this is related to IOPS in server where we are using to use the DTU. So generally if we define in Azure, if we define the DTUs in lower limit, and if there are multiple connection more connection, then we are getting this error because we have restricted the DTUs. So our answer is we need to increase the DTUs to the higher level. Okay, or retry the request after the few second delay. Just remember this one. Okay, the last question is which is one way that you can secure all data coming to and from an Azure storage account. So here data masking is something related to masking, generating key, primary key, enabling secure transfer required property for the storage account. Use always encrypted client library. So client library is related to one way only, but here they are asking data coming to and from. Okay, so there is one option which is called secure data required. So our answer is secure transfer required. Okay, just see this image. So if we enable this one secure transfer required in Azure, then we can make a secure our data which are coming or going from the Azure account. Thank you.